Hi, my name is Arunima, and I will be uploading poetry explanations of CBSE classes 10th, 11th, and 12th, the English poetry explanations. And if there's any other topic, if any one of you feels like, you can contact me for that. I was approached for tuitions. Unfortunately, I do not have the time, and I'm not teaching CBSE anymore. I'm teaching IGCSE. So this is serving a twin purpose. I am recording my own understanding of poetry pieces in a place, okay, and later I can refer to them if, like, 3 4 years down the line, if I teach these classes again and the board. And the other obviously purpose is to help students, especially in the last minute. Okay, so today I'm going to take up this poem called Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, which is a part of the class 12th syllabus. Okay, so first of all, about Adrienne Rich, she is a part of the women's movement. Everyone knows, like, that is already there in the book. I think the introduction they have mentioned. And what is the meaning of women's movement? What is feminism? That is something that we need to establish first, and I'll take a little while to talk about that. Okay, because as a part of a healthy society, the society is not healthy. Like, we are wanting to make a healthy society, so a step towards it is to understand. Okay, why is there something like feminism? Okay, and how and to what extent is it correct and is it not correct, and things like that. So first of all, feminism is not matriarchy. Okay, matriarchy means matrisatta in Hindi. Okay, matrisatta is where the society is such that the mother or the woman rules. Patriarchy is where the male, the father or the masculine man rules, and we need a balanced society. So, feminism is a movement towards a balanced society where we understand that both these energies, okay, both these, I will not say genders, because gender is a construct, okay, both these energies, feminine and masculine, are very important. We need to understand that neither of them are superior, okay, both of them are polar opposites in a way. They share some common features, but there are a number of things which are opposing in them, and they need to understand that both of them can exist only when the other exists. Okay, so people talk about equality, and equality is also not enough in feminism. Equality means, like, let's say there are 5 different students in my class, and they are appearing for an exam. One of them is a slow writer. Okay, the other person has another problem, and so everyone has a different ability level, and I give them the same amount of time to finish off. Okay, and I say, in 5 sheets you have to finish off the paper in half an hour. Okay, now one child has a really big handwriting, and one child can write very slow, and things like that. Okay, so I'm not talking from the perspective of the education system as it is now. So equality will say, yes, give all of them 5 sheets and only half an hour. Okay, and they will not be explained the questions at any point of time. If one of them has an issue that the person needs perhaps water every 10 minutes to drink or something like that, that cannot be, it cannot be tended to. That is what is equality, to give the same to everyone. But feminism and even other movements that talk about doing justice to a certain community, to gender or whatever, which has been overlooked for centuries, says we need equity. Equity is to give what that person or what that community or what that individual requires. Okay, so just like you have seats in the bus so that women can sit, that is not because women feel tired more easily. That's not the case at all. There is a full compartment in Delhi metro, okay, for women. So that is not there because women need exclusive space. That is because there are men who trouble women, and that's as blatant as that. If you will ever travel in a bus or a metro with a female relative of yours, your mother, your sister, you will see how men behave. Okay, men can be really creepy. Okay, they can touch women in unnecessary places, and make the situation really bad for her, and it ultimately ends in trauma. That is why we have women's seats. So there are a number of men I've heard in my life who say, oh, why do they need special treatment? They need special treatment because some of you are, like, so far away from being special. You are special cases. Okay, yeah. So starting at this point of time, why is there feminism, and why are we talking about Aunt Jennifer's Tigers? Okay, it takes nothing to say that, oh, there's nothing wrong, okay? But to understand the issue, to be sensitive towards it, and approach it accordingly is what makes you a real psychologically healthy individual. Okay. So I start from the first line. It's already taken 5 minutes to just introduce. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. So Aunt Jennifer is embroidering, embroidery, right? You must have done it as a part of SUPW or something like that. So she is making tigers on a screen, that is, she's like embroidering them, okay, on, probably a cloth. And how are the tigers being shown? They are prancing, like there is a moment captured when the tigers are jumping from one place to the other. Now contrast, look at the contrast which is here. We've been told about Aunt Jennifer, and later you will come to know that she is just like any other woman who is controlled by the husband. And but what she is representing in her embroidery, in her art piece, that actually shows us the inner world of this woman are tigers. Okay, so she is free, she is strong like the tigers, but the world has curtailed her freedom. These tigers are prancing, they are jumping high. Okay, so this is also what her heart wants to. Her soul is wanting to be free. It wants to, break free of all the controls. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. So they are talking about a world which is healthy. Now, that obviously this refers to the world in which the tiger lives, but they are consciously also talking about a world of green, which is like nature, because naturally men and women are like equals in the sense that both are as important. Topaz is yellow, okay. Topaz is obviously a gem, but here it refers to the yellow color. So these tigers are bright yellow in color. Denizen, they are natives. They belong to the natural world. Okay. So if you talk about nature, there men and women are like equal. But when you come to the society, there are constructs. There is also a statement which is given by a very eminent feminist, Simone de Beauvoir, who says that women are not born, they are made. Okay, so what we expect of women, that she should be ashamed, or what we expect of men, boys don't cry kind of things, they are constructs. That does not happen naturally. We teach them, you are a man, you should behave like this. You are a woman, you should behave like this. Okay, so but in the natural world, in the world of green, that's not the truth. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So these tigers, they are not afraid of the men who are sitting beneath the tree. There are men around, and the tiger should have run away, right? Because men can catch hold of tigers. That is what human beings have done ultimately. We have tigers and all kinds of wild animals in the zoo for our entertainment, so-called. But can we actually, be face to face with them in their world? No, we cannot be. So this tiger should have been scared by the idea that maybe the men will catch hold of him and, will take him away to the zoo. But these tigers are not afraid. Unlike Aunt Jennifer, who is afraid of the men. Okay, her man. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Okay, space here obviously talks about, fast movement. And they're saying, the poet is trying to say that these tigers are speeding up in the sleek, chivalric certainty. It's very certain. He is being represented as, that tiger is being represented as chivalric. If at all, chivalry, out of history, chivalry was a system, okay, in which men used to be courteous to women. But I don't think I would want to get into this, but in short, chivalry also, which said that men really respect women, was actually against women. So wherein you say that women is the weaker sex, okay, women belong to the weaker sex, so they need to be maybe held in control, like, much like the Indian society. You're a daughter, you need to be safe, so stay at home, something like that, okay. So that's the first stanza. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Now she's embroidering, and her fingers are fluttering. Why are the fingers fluttering? First of all, alliteration here, fingers fluttering. Why are her fingers fluttering? Because she is scared that the husband will come anytime and find her doing what she wants to do, and definitely she's going to, which is indirectly, talked about, that she's going to receive physical abuse. Okay, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Suddenly the ivory needle, which is so light, she cannot pull it out because she's scared. Oh god, imagine a life where what you want to do you cannot do. And this is the kind of life a lot of women are leading. A lot of women. I don't want to say all women, but most women are leading a life like that. And number of them are not even conscious about it. They think that this is life, this is how we are supposed to be living. You cannot go and dance around. You cannot go and sing, yes, when you want to do. You cannot be, perhaps a sports person once you get married, and you have to lead a life according to what the husband or the in-laws decide. Okay, so she's like really scared because she's doing something she likes, but she's scared that she'll be hit by her husband because she is not doing the household chores. She has probably finished all the household chores, but still she cannot be herself. She only needs to be like the, what do you say, a bonded laborer. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So the wedding band of Uncle is quite heavy in her hand. What does this say? This says that the marriage has proved to be quite heavy on her existence. She is not able to survive it. Bearing the, the imprint of marriage, she is someone's wife now. She is not herself. She is no entity now. She's only Mrs. Someone. Okay. So it has kind of completely erased her identity, and it has taken a toll of her own life. Third stanza. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. So now we imagine, okay, after the second one, that perhaps when she dies, only then she will be free. But no, she's not going to be free even after she dies. She'll die as, Mrs. whoever. Okay, she will not die as herself. Everyone has forgotten who was she. Everyone remembers her as Mrs. whoever. Okay, she's the wife of someone. She doesn't have an entity of her own. Even when she dies, she'll die with the ring that was given to her in marriage. Okay, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. And what has she mastered? She has mastered all the household chores. She knows nothing beyond it. She has forgotten herself. She's everything except what she is. Okay, so the relations have taken a toll of her life, and she cannot be herself now. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. But even after she dies, her tigers, the embroidered tigers, her piece of art will still be there. And they'll still be prancing. Like, she cannot make movement, but the tigers can. They'll still be shown in that moment of joy where they were jumping around. And they're proud. They are not afraid of anyone. So this is like presenting a contrast of what her spirit is like. Her spirit is free, but what her body has been made into. Okay, she's been controlled by patriarchy. Okay, and so this is how it ends. It kind of gives a message that this is the existence of a normal married woman, that she loses her identity in marriage, is totally controlled by the social structure, by the husband, by the in-laws, and she ceases to be herself. She ceases to have basic rights of freedom of doing what she wants to do. That's it for today. Let me know about other poems. Tomorrow I'll do one poem from class 11th, and like that I'll keep uploading. Thank you so much.